Hey, what's going on, folks? Welcome back to the Real Legend of Gaming. Today, what we have here is some gameplay from the Division 1.4 update. I myself, I'm a big fan of the Division, story. I'm also a huge fan of this new update. It definitely makes it much easier to, run around the dark zone, and get some decent loot along with surviving longer. Obviously, we all know that with the last update, the game was made a bit too hard. Not that folks are afraid of a challenge, but it's some days were a little more troublesome than others. It made it a bit difficult to, actually enjoy the game at the same time, interact with the rogues that are running very frequent in the dark zone. But what we're doing here is we're running with two groups. We did this gameplay with Jar Infinite and Company. We're running two groups, one with myself, the Savage Gamer 21 and the Real Rombo, and the second group is with Red Merker, the One Unknown, and Knicks Fan 29. And the idea is we're going to go through the Dark Zone, take out any rogues that are in our way, any opposition, clear out any AIs, go through the contamination points, and go for drops. And one of the biggest changes to the update is the fact that regular enemies, not just name enemies, do drop gear sets. So you can actually run through the dark zone and not necessarily have to worry about a landmark having a name enemy there. They can drop from regular points that you run into, or if you happen to get ambushed at a corner, there's still a good chance of clearing that out and getting some good gear sets and items. Another thing you're going to notice is that the items are going to be 229. So your gear score maximum would be lower than before. The max is 229 now. They were previously 263 with the max gear score being 255. The reason for that change is that Division felt that the balance change would be more suit if all the items had the same score. Some of them will have special talents like before. Some of the gear sets have been changed. Some were buffed, some were nerfed. We also did a rename on the Blind and made it the Banshee, which is one of the most popular gear sets right now because of the boost to the Dark Zone funds, along with a few other special talents that are listed on there that will allow you to, receive more damage or do more damage as a rogue. I'll put out another video with the update changes. So right now we're just running around. Red Merker is the lead point. This guy here knows the dark zone like the back of his hand, so we always have no problem following his leadership here. So we counted a rogue earlier. We were able to take him out with no problem, so that's what just finished happening. So one of the key important items to remember is that when you are running in a group, it's very important to stay together. The minute one person disappears or drifts apart, it makes it very difficult to maximize the amount of damage output, put against the AIs and the rogues, especially the rogues. So you're going to see me in this video look back often. I'm the designated person on my team to make sure that no one's sneaking up from behind. Then we have our lead person who will, guide us in the direction that we need to go. Sweet thing about running such a big group is that we can take hordes out pretty quick, as you see here. So you see that was a normal enemy, just dropped a high-end item. And also a regular enemy dropped a gear set. So it gives you a great opportunity to maximize your stats, come up with different combinations. And also, if you don't need the item, you can either break it down for materials or you can sell it. I think the One Unknown gave me some great tips in the beginning. I was able to sell most of my old items, and I'm right now a millionaire. It feels good. Too bad it's not real, but that's the goal, right? All right, so back to this. So we're still running around in the dark zone. I'm actually gonna let you observe, how we're gonna go through and clear everything out. So we're all staying together, and we decided to go underground and run through the trains, which is a great way to travel through the dark zone undetected. And there's also a lot of enemies down here as well. A lot of cleaners, so you do have to be careful. The cleaners do a lot of massive damage still. So I'm just waiting around here. Again, you got to wait for your team. So at this point, we're trying to figure out our next destination. I know at some point we were looking to go to the pit and clear that out. The pit is one of the most popular areas in the dark zone. It allows you to get some really good drops from the chest. Now, since we're running in a group of two, we're taking turns of who's going to open the chest first. We're not in the same group. As you notice, at any accidental hit on Red Merc, Unknown, or Nix 29 could turn us rogue. So you also got to be careful about that as well. So that chest was open. And it's fun, the teamwork definitely helps, and it's always good to keep a fair system going. So it looks like whatever was up there got cleared out already. We're just gonna run around, pick up whatever items are there if there's any caches. Now be mindful of the caches you pick up. One thing about them is that you cannot discard them from your inventory in the dark zone. So if you were to pick up a purple cache and you find better items later on, you will not be able to discard it. So be mindful of how many caches you pick up. They do count as an inventory slot. And also, be mindful of the quality that you're picking up, especially now with the changes. Now, one thing I didn't mention earlier is that the division is introducing a world tier system, which starts off from 1 and ends at 4. That determines the difficulty of the AI and the level of the drops that come down. So 1 being the lowest would be the easiest enemies to battle. And then obviously the drops would not be as fruitful as a tier 4 run. So since we have 6 of our heavy hitters with us, we are doing tier 4. So the enemies are on the toughest difficulty. So they're all level 33. There is no longer level 34 and 35 available in the Dark Zone. So that's one of the changes they did to balance out the gameplay and make it more enjoyable and, again, worth your time. The worst thing would be able to do a raid, running around a Dark Zone for 2 hours and obtaining really no drops and just getting killed over and over, losing that hard experience you gain from farming the Dark Zone. So since this update started, I've been able to go up 3 levels, which is pretty impressive. In 1.3, it took me a long time just to go up 1 level. All right, so we are making our way into the pit. So one unknown's waving everyone over to make sure we're all on the same side. So in this run here, Team A is going to get the division tech. Again, we're following Merc. Now, being mostly places here, I do recognize from New York City, so it's pretty cool. I really love the division, and this here resembles the underground trade station at Rockefeller Center. So we're deciding to split up in teams. So Team A went left, Team B is going to the right. So you see me shift around, and we're going to the pit. With our luck, it was actually cleared out already, but the chest is still there. So that worked out pretty well. Somebody did all the hard work for us. And we opened up the chest, and here we go. Gear set, both items 229. Now this landmark is still purple, so there has to be some enemies still around. Remember, if a landmark is gray, that means it's fully cleared. So sometimes folks will just clear out the name guys and not clear out everything. Um, it's a bit of pain because you're going there thinking that items are still, chests are still there and available if the name person's still there. In our case, it worked out. All right, so we're just checking in again. So there goes the one lone AI, the lone survivor. Sorry, buddy. So now we're going to make our push next to another area. And we're just going to wait around. So, as you see, much smoother. I'm back to the gear set changes. Again, they also made changes to the fire crest, which I really like the new perks as well. Uh, Once you have 3 items for the gear set fire crest, they added a buff to the flame turret damage also to the range. So that's something I'm working towards to get, and you guys will definitely see some future videos with me utilizing those abilities. So at this point here, we're discussing what we're gonna do next, and we're also waiting for the real Rombo. Real Rombo is the scavenger on our team, so he usually scopes out the area, looks for any caches or any items that we can pick up. So we kind of you use him for that skill set, which he does very well. All right, so we're gonna go into this section here. We're gonna pick up some division tech. As you see, we're still remaining as a team. We're clearing out anything that comes in our way. So we're gonna take care of these cleaners. Throw sticky. Take care of that right away. So the sticky bomb does a massive damage now. One of the changes to the update as well is that they, I feel like they nearly tripled the skill power. So I had 30,000 in the last update. I'm looking at about 90,000 right now. And you see, one of us wasn't careful, so they went rogue. That's okay. We're all in one group. Just gotta be careful because one of our teammates kind of likes going rogue on purpose. I won't say his name, but we all know who he is. It's all good. It's all love, right? It's all love in gaming. All fun. All right, so we're still rolling through. And we'll meet up. So at this point, we're going to head to the what we like to call the cleaners corner, which is by the extraction 4 in the dark zone. It's a good spot. I feel like a lot of people don't utilize it, so it allows us a little bit of sanity. So it's a bit of a sanctuary as well, away from the rogues. But the real threats there is that there are 2 massive cleaners that come out from that contamination area, and they lead an army of cleaners as well. So we're gonna, clear out this path. We're still running here. So again, make sure you don't leave your group. I ran ahead, scouted out. Kind of used a little too much distance there. But I mean, we all been playing together a long time, so we kind of anticipate when we should start moving and going forward. So we decided against going into the cleaner corner, and we figured it would make more sense to do an ammo run. Now, when playing in groups of two, it's very important to go in one at a time before you guys get kicked out of the server. One of the things we're going to do also is clear our stash so that we can continue picking up items to extract. And you see all these items are 229. The mods have also been increased. As you see, I'm currently using AK-47, 17,000 damage. Used a lot of mods on that gun to increase the stability. It does have a lot of recoil, so it's very important to focus on the stability on that. So as you see, I have 90,000 skill power, 324,000 toughness, but with the stamina of over 5,000. DPS is 186,000 with a firearm of 36. So I'm pretty balanced out. We have some caches here. We'll just open them up quickly to make some room. So you see again 229 item. Another 229 item. So the gear sets, you see, majority of 229. Even the yellows. So gear mods levels increase as well. So I'm going to restart and head back out. So now we're waiting for everyone to restock their ammo. The one unknown decided to start using the what we call Charizard again. Just the flaming rolling turret. And we're just gonna wait around. So someone decided to go rogue with the team. Going based on what happened in the direction of that item, I'm gonna say it was Knicks fans 29. I got something for him. Stop messing around. You're messing up my video, man. What are you doing? It's all love. And believe me, these guys do get me back at some point. I think this night, though, I did do pretty well against the battles with the fellas. Fortunately, a few nights after that, I was the victim of Red Merc's wrath. All right, so we're waiting. I think that Savage Gamer is looking at some new items. So we'll wait around a bit. And from this point here, we're going to head to the cleaner corner, which we've been talking about. And also, we're going to head to the extraction there in, zone 4, which is right nearby. Now, in the meantime, if you look under my level, you'll see that there's a small cache under that number. So what the division did as well is that they made changes to the level up system. So previously, level 30 was the max, and any experience gained will not boost your level. So what division decided to do is reward us for continuing to level up. So at every increase in level, which is ideally when that bar fills up, you'll unlock a seal cache, a high-end seal cache, which is pretty good. You'll get a few items, some extra currency. Alright, so we now have the complete team. And it's back to the objective. Again, make sure we have everybody. So I'm going to stop. Especially when you're heading to an intersection, it's always just good to just listen around and observe. Just like we're running around, there's also rogues that run around. And a rogue can ruin your night. It's nothing worse than grinding, stacking up gear sets, and just losing them to a rogue. If you see the way we play, we're reactive. We're not the ones going around killing people. But we will defend ourselves. John Infinite, it's no slacking over here. All right, so we're going to kick off that extraction. Now we are rolling with a group of 2, 6 guys in total, so we will have to extract twice. Maybe even a third time if we're able to pick up enough items from the AI that comes out. And also considering since we have the cleaner corner next to us, there's a strong possibility that we can call in another extraction. So we're all set up. We have some of our team up here, someone on the ground. Just in case there's an ambush, we'll be ready. We'll also try to stay out of each other's crossfire. So one thing about the extraction is it takes long. And when you're really nervous and you're trying to extract some gear sets, and you're rolling with less people, it can be intense. And for some reason, I always feel like extra AI spawn like right during the last 30 seconds when you want to put your items up. I guess it adds to the element of surprise and makes the game suspenseful, I guess. Sometimes it's like, come on, can I get a break? Can I get a gear set extracted? Can I, please? Alright, so you can only load up 4 bags, so that's what we're gonna do. First come, first serve. And as you see, the giant cleaners are already coming up from the contamination. And you have to be very careful. These guys' tanks are like sniper rifles with flamethrowers. And we took them out fast. You focus on the tank, have it blow up, it'll do most of the damage for you. I think now we have the name guy. Who is that? Is that McGrady? No, it's not. McGrady's not one of my favorite name guys. I guess because I was a huge fan of Tracy McGrady. Alright, so we're looking good. We're clearing everything out. We're going to be able to successfully extract. So that extraction went up. Now we just got to wait around a few seconds and call in the next one. There we go. Calling in the next one. Looks like the real Ron will beat me to it. Still trying to figure out how we're rogue. Could have been from a sticky bomb. That could happen with the chain reaction. We'll see a lot of red on the map. So we're just going to scout the area. Oh, so want to make sure there's no rogues coming. Don't want to get caught unexpected. Definitely don't want to give up your cookies. It's going to be a tough battle to take these cookies, boy. So I work hard for these gear sets and items. So it looks like this second extraction was easier for us. And again, you know, we always expect company to come as soon as that helicopter comes. That's not everyone else is going to extract. I was able to pick up a couple items, so I put an extraction on as well. Real Rambo decided to try to hijack the extraction. It might have been an accident. Can't even trust your friends in the dog zone. Oh, now we have some real rogues. So we're all going to focus fire. See, we all focus fire on those rogues. The key to the rogues is be able to get out of the line of sight, do damage. All right, so we were able to successfully scare away that rogue and keep our extraction safe. So I know I was saying that it was a smooth extraction. Anything can happen, as you saw there. Now, I'm expecting other rogues to be around, so we have to be careful. So we got AI as well coming up. So now we're going to try to clear out the corner over here. You gotta be careful because they have an engineer that likes to throw a lot of grenades. So me and Merc are just clearing this out down here while another extraction was called in upstairs. So a sticky bomb, chain reaction causes them to bleed. Now they're hitting me with grenades, causing disorientation, which makes it very tough to shoot or do anything. So I'm gonna pick up my item, another high end, finish out a couple of the remaining cleaners over here, and we're gonna head back up to the extraction, give our guys more support. Just leveled up, as you see. Always feels good seeing that purple light from the sky drop down. And we're going to cover them for the distraction, especially since we know there are a couple rogues. All right. I picked it up since I'm able to extract it right away. Why not, right? Alright, extraction gone. Loot secured. Alright, so we're just waiting around. We'll gather up the team. Savage Game is looking at some items. And then we'll start moving. So it looks like we need to call in one more extraction. Again, pretty smooth run. The fact that we're able to do this many extractions, it's pretty good. As you see, if you look at my ammo, I'm running low. So, kill AI, pick up ammo. So we got a light machine gunner here. You always got to be careful with them. They do a lot of damage. Throw a sticky bomb. Clear out this gent here. Goodbye, fella. And I think this point we're just clearing everything out. We'll bang out this last extraction, and most certainly we're going to have to go for another ammo run, which we can easily go to the checkpoint in 3, which goes into the beginning of zone 4. Might as well pick it up if I can extract it, right? Alright, so we're waiting around. Now also in the future, we will start streaming some of our events. Typically Friday nights is the night where we are able to get on board and play. And then we'll be able to stream that on the YouTube gaming channel as well. So that way you guys can really meet the team and hear how interesting it gets in the party chat. We definitely have a lot of fun. I mean, we're a bunch of crazy folks, good folks, Alright, so at this point, picking up anything, any loose ammo, any loose drops, clearing out anything in the way. So now we're heading out. We'll go through the cleaner corner, see if there's anything to take out. Looks like we cleared out the path. And we are going to be heading to that checkpoint. Restock on ammo. Make sure we have the whole team. Again, that's also very important. So everybody's here. Heading back to Dark Zone 3. Go right to the checkpoint. There's a couple agents there. Just gotta be careful. I don't shoot until I get shot at. So I was able to go in. And that concludes the video. Thanks for watching The Real Legend of Gaming. Please subscribe.